Most people quit after the 10th failure. James Dyson built his 5,126th prototype. Picture this, it's 1993, and a man is hunched over a workbench in a freezing coach house, surrounded by the wreckage of a yet another failed vacuum cleaner. His wife's teacher's salary is the only thing keeping the lights on. The bank is threatening foreclosure. Every major manufacturer in the world has told him his idea is worthless garbage. So what drives someone to fail over 5,000 times and still get up the next morning? James Dyson was born in 1947, and by the late 1970s, he was already making waves as an unconventional engineer. But in 1978, something happened that would consume the next 15 years of his life. He bought a top-of-the-line vacuum cleaner that immediately lost suction the moment it started picking up dust. The bag clogged, the performance died, and Dyson felt like he had been sold expensive junk. Most people would just buy a different vacuum. Dyson decided to reinvent the entire concept. He became obsessed with cyclone technology, the idea that spinning air could separate dust without needing a bag. Industrial sawmills used massive cyclone systems, but shrinking that down to fit in someone's living room? Every expert said it was physically impossible. Dyson didn't care what the experts thought. He converted his coach house into a workshop and began building prototype after prototype. Each one failed in spectacular fashion. Some exploded, others barely sucked up a paperclip. Many looked like alien torture devices. His neighbors thought he lost his mind. But here's where Dyson's story gets truly insane. He wasn't just failing, he was documenting every failure obsessively. Prototype 327 had too much airflow turbulence. Prototype 891 couldn't handle pet air. Prototype 1847 made a sound like a dying whale. Each failure taught him something new, but it was also driving him toward financial ruin. By 1991, his family was surviving on his wife's teaching income while Dyson burned through their life savings. Friends stopped returning his calls. His own mother suggested maybe it was time to get a real job. The man was 44 years old, drowning in debt, with a coach house full of broken dreams. Most entrepreneurs would have folded, but Dyson had developed something dangerous, an immunity to failure. Prototype 3271 worked for 5 minutes before the motor burned out. Prototype 4195 actually cleaned carpet but sounded like a jet engine. He was getting closer, but closer wasn't paying the mortgage. His family was eating beans on toast while he chased an impossible dream that had already consumed over a decade of their lives. Then came Prototype 5126. Same routine, same hope, same inevitable disappointment as the motor seized up after 20 minutes of testing. But something was different this time. For the first time in 15 years, Dyson knew exactly why it had failed and exactly how to fix it. The solution wasn't another complete redesign, it was a tiny adjustment to the cyclone angle that had been staring him in the face for months. Prototype 5127 ran for 4 hours straight without losing a single ounce of suction. When Dyson finally brought his working model to manufacturers, they rejected it anyway. Not because it didn't work, but because it worked too well. Why would customers buy expensive replacement bags if the vacuum never lost suction? His breakthrough was their nightmare. So Dyson did what obsessive inventors do. He started his own company. The first Dyson vacuum hit the market in 1993, 15 years after that first moment of frustration with his clogged vacuum. Within 2 years, it was the best-selling vacuum in the UK. Today, Dyson is worth over $6 billion. Here's the lesson every entrepreneur needs to understand. Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's the raw material. Dyson didn't succeed despite his 5,126 failures. He succeeded because of them. Each broken prototype was data, and data is power when you're obsessed enough to use it.